Yet even broader growing awareness of the threat, when the Select Committee has raised concerns over malign PRC companies, all too often the first thing we hear is, where is the smoking gun? Allies, policymakers, and the public understandably want to see evidence of malign behavior before acting. Looking for a smoking gun, though, is the wrong way to think about the China-related risk. After all, a smoking gun means a shot has already been fired. Demanding to see smoking guns before taking action puts policymakers into a reactive posture. When our country's leaders have failed to connect the dots and take action, there have been catastrophic consequences, including Pearl Harbor and 9/11. Even when we have lucked into less dire consequences, as was the case with both Huawei and semiconductors, being late to the game is expensive. With emergency legislative solutions such as the so-called rip and replace costing billions in taxpayer dollars. That is strategically unwise and financially ruinous. Consequently, I would like to spend some time outlining why we need to be looking not so much for smoking guns, but instead loaded guns. Chinese companies that, because of the technology they provide or the supply chains they impact, pose an unacceptable risk to our country's security. Even Chinese companies that claim to be private may be called upon by the party to advance its interests at the expense of ours at any time, for any reason, through the CCP's national security law. Since its formation, our committee has been working overtime to identify and disarm these loaded guns, but the more we dig, the more we uncover.